Did we just see what we think we just saw?
If that doesn't give you chills, you're never going to get them.
As good as it gets. Since 2019, what a night for Josie Barnes.
For title, indeed, Stephanie Zavala.
For the victory. Got it.
Can she make it 5? Maybe. Oh, front 5 any way you have it.
CO, it's go time.
Yay! CO's not done yet.
10 is a win for Snodgrass.
How about one more to wrap it up? What a night for New Wave fans, Singapore.
Steph J, a champion again on the PWBA Tour.
For the win. That's a winner. 9 pins for the win. There's 10. It's time to celebrate an incredible week for Stepladder. The second decade since the PWBA relaunch. The next chapter starts right now on CBS Sports Network. For more than 50 years, Las Vegas has been the host city of major bowling events. That continues tonight from the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. It's time for the 2026 USBC Queens. 5 of the world's best bowlers will compete. One of the ultimate prizes in bowling, the tiara, as the 65th Queens champion. Here are the 5 finalists at Stepladder Bowling. Tonight we start with Emma Frion of France in her TV debut against reigning player of the year, New Wave fan of Singapore. The winner takes on defending Queens champion Josie Barnes, the 2 seed Natasha Roselot of Malaysia, and the top seed this year is Erin McCarthy of Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome, bowling fans, to fabulous Las Vegas. Great to have us here on CBS Sports Network for coverage of the USBC Queens. They run alongside 2-time Queens champ Kelly Kulick. Kelly just inducted to the PWBA Hall of Fame this past Wednesday. From all of us in the world of bowling, Kelly, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. I get to toot my own horn a little bit. It was a spectacular night. My family, my dearest friends traveled far distances to be with me on that night to be inducted in the PWBA Hall of Fame. And to be recognized by all the great past champions and inductees, and then the future inductees, some on this lane tonight that are competing for the tiara, it really was magical. But not only did I get in because of my accolades on the lanes, but my service to bowling off the lanes, and I'm happy to keep going.
Just awesome. All right, let's turn to tonight's bowling. Josie Barnes, the defending champ, trying to become the first bowler in 40-plus years to win back-to-back Queens.
Yeah, Josie is on a tear right now. She is leading the all events at the Open Championships. Major score in a male-dominated sport. She came over to the women, shot 300. She shot 300 again this week during competition, plus 800. Multiple honor score shot tonight, but she is looking to repeat, something that hasn't been done in over 40 years, and she has a great chance for that tiara.
And a big night partner for our top seed, Erin McCarthy from Omaha. She's trying for a second career major here in Vegas.
Yeah, and like you said, Dave, she's no stranger to the majors, having winning the U.S. Open just a few years ago. But she dominated, leading after all of qualifying and then getting through every match, averaging 240 in each of match play to be the top seed, looking for her first tiara tonight. She would love to take home that crown.
She sure would. Erin joined now by our Sydney Brumman.
Erin, you have made your way to being the #1 seed here at the Queens. You made it through some adversity, had a bit of trouble with equipment, ran through a bunch of incredible competitors. What does it mean to be 1 match away from putting on this tiara?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty exciting, especially with how I started my PWBA season, just to be able to make the cut, which I didn't do last year. I just took it 1 game at a time and tried to stay relaxed, which is what I'm going to do for the next 10 frames.
There's a potential that you might bowl your best friend and the defending Queens champion for the title. How did you guys become friends to start with?
It's a bit too long of a story to tell right now, but we have Rob Gottschall to thank for that. Back in 2013, He put us in a car together as strangers and said, please go get a large group at table. Buffalo Wild Wings, got lost on the way. The rest is history. 11 years later, we're still rooming together on tour.
Aaron, thank you so much. Kelly, take us to the future for the sport oil pattern.
The future for the sport oil pattern that the women competed on this week was 38 feet in length with a medium volume, but a very, very high scoring pace. As you can see by the arrows on the lane, there were only 2 places on the lane the women could play. The straighter players played anywhere from 8 towards the gutter, and the high rev rate ladies played deeper inside, somewhere around 12, but to the gutter. The arrow shows a break point about 4 or 5 down the lane, and there were still 22 feet of dryness to go. Scores were high because the volume was high, allowed you to miss inward, and the length of the pattern allowed you to miss outward with maximum recovery. Reason being why we saw so many 300s and 800 series scored this week at the USBC Queens.
Time to bowl in Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 4 seed from Singapore, Nui Fen.
Here's the rated player of the year. Gets us started.
10 straight back.
Starling style.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 5 seed from France, Emma Frion.
Just 22 years old. First ever TV show for the youngster. Born and raised in France, now lives in Sweden. Her first ever shot under the bright lights. 10 pin.
Week 10 pin stands. So the break point is around 4, 5, 6, slides 13, 6 at the arrows, right down there. So the pattern's ending way, way before the rangefinders. You can see the ball go way too long, needs to find its way back towards the pocket. Flat 10 stands.
First time on TV, PWBA tour. Did compete in France about 4 years ago on a regional show, but nothing like this in one of the biggest nights in women's bowling.
Yeah, and she went through some heavy hitters to make the telecast tonight, Dave. She bowled fantastic all week long.
She told us last night she never dreamt that her first ever show would be the USBC Queens. Hoping to realize a dream here tonight. 2 pin.
Just a little bit behind it. So the ladies had 15 minutes of practice before the telecast started. You can see she's sliding same spot basically on the left and right lane, 6 to about 4, about 43 feet. So 43 feet is right about here. Their pattern's ending somewhere here. So in this zone is where the ball needs to pick up and change direction. Ball tends to roll out, as you see, gets behind the head pin and leaves the light 2 pin.
Has that for Mark. Has a birthday coming up. Would love to give herself a present by winning the Queens here tonight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be spectacular?
Well, right now, this is one of the hottest bowlers on the planet, too, aside from Josie. Nui Fen, she has made back-to-back telecasts. This is the 3rd one in a row. She will complete the trifecta if she wins it.
With shots like that, she might. If the bowler on tonight's telecast rolls a perfect game, you can get rewarded as well. Log on to GoBowling.com to register for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. To qualify to receive a free game of bowling when a PWBA player rolls a 300 game during a CBS Sports Network or Bowl TV finals.
It would not surprise me, Dave, if one was shot on telecast tonight. I think there were 14 shot this week alone.
Wow.
Yeah.
We could see some big numbers. Wei Fen looks for the first three. He got that.
Her ball is splitting the 8-9 right now.
First time in her career on a USBC Queen show unfolds here this evening.
She mainly, once she got through qualifying, and Wei had the longest path to the show. So 8-9 at the break point. Again, about 6 down lane. You can see the ball slowly shaped to the 1-3 pocket. Once she found the one ball, she kind of stuck with that the rest of the matches. Allowed her to play straighter through the front, control the pocket, and again, qualified 61st. Lost the first match and made it all the way back to the fourth position.
Fifth seed Emma misses the target that time. 9-10 up for her spare.
I like Emma's game. She uses the left hand to kind of hold the ball and let it just really drop into the swing. Shoulders get way far ahead of the body, which is creating a lot of lean. Swing is just above the shoulder. Left arm is casual to the side. And look how great that knee bend is. That's what 22 years old looks like with knee bend. The Queens, very athletic, but leaves the 9-10.
Not easy to chop, and exactly what happened there. So 10-pin up, open frame, and the way Fen has started, that is a major problem for Emma, down by 34 pins.
Yeah, and once we got into match play, Dave, we bowled fresh, then we bowled burn, and then it was very seldom do we see burn after about 2 or 3 rounds of the Queen. So all of the matches were contended on the fresh pattern over and over again. And as soon as you learned how to match up quick, you would excel and advance through the bracket.
Left lane, that's better. There are a lot of those against the Wei Fen. It was the 5th ever on the women's tour to win Rookie and Player of the Year in the same career.
All the angles are right in front of her, straight lines through the front, doesn't get the ball too far left to right, controls the 1-3 pocket.
Reigning Player of the Year. Oh, ring 10-pin, good shot. Won't have the front 4, but just a 10-pin cross lane for the spare. Bidding tonight for a 7th career tour title, 3rd major. 2nd title of this season. So a win here tonight puts her as a front runner for Player of the Year again. We're just underway with our 2026 season, this event 3. 12 on the schedule. Watch out, just enough. By a whisker. Be sure to gear up. Online store, the PWBA, shop PWBA.com. All the good merch is there. It's a good looking sweatshirt. You know, my birthday's coming up soon, guys. So
Oh, that's a little hint.
if you wanted to.
Do you like burgundy?
Sure. 10-pin,
Oh.
good shot.
Back-to-back 10s for Wei. Again, she led Rockford. Led last week. 5th qualifier at the Queens.
After the first 3, open for 9-spare, which she does.
Her eyes never come off her target. Her focus is just so like Superman, just laser beam at her target.
Back to Emma, whose boyfriend is Robin Ilhammer from Team Sweden. That's why she lives in Sweden. Emma recruited by the O'Keeffes at McKendree and Jack State. One of the top collegiate prospects in Europe. Bringing 10-pin, good shot there, but you know, love is love, Kelly, so she wanted to stay in Sweden with Robin. They
I
are
know.
trying to build life together there in Europe.
Yep, he is a successful athlete for Team Sweden. I mean, Emma's doing everything correct right now. The ball is just going a pinch long. Leaves the ring 10. I thought Emma might have a slight advantage because she has the lowest rev rate of all the ladies on the TV show, which would keep the ball in play. Because again, they had so much practice already. There's a lot of breakdown within that 15 minutes and 5 women bowling on this lane, or on this pair.
Single pin spare conversion does have a 10, but a big hole after the good start for New Wave Fenn here tonight. 5-1 for Emma in match play. That included a win over Liz Johnson and Josie Barnes on the show here tonight. Lost to Natasha Roselon in match play. 18 games and a 224 plus average for Emma. A lot of prior experience with the French national team. Now bowls with the Swedish national team. See if that experience pays off here tonight. Ring and 10 pin again, Kelly. We've seen this movie before.
Yeah, and you can see she just accelerated a little bit more at the bottom of the swing. At this point, you know, as the matches progressed, right, there were so many high scores. And pair to pair, they were different. You could see the ball just shape up better. 6-pin wraps itself around the 10-pin. But you could shoot 800, and the next pair you go to, you could shoot 640. And where she scored so well in certain matches, right now she's facing the pair, which is on the high end, was more scoreable. She's just struggling to carry. You have to have good ball motion in order to strike.
Has the 10-pin has her mark, but down by 33 pins to the reigning player of the year. Underway, 2026 USBC Queens. From Las Vegas on CBS Sports Network tonight. Advantage for the reigning player of the year. Sadie joined by Josie Barnes.
Josie, you have made so much history over the last month. You've not only shot 300 at 3 different major tournaments in the U.S., but now you're here on the Queens telecast for the 2nd year in a row. You coach women collegiately. What does this mean for the opportunity to make history for them as you move forward throughout the career?
You know, I think the biggest thing is that you're always doing what you're passionate about, right? So I think if you start thinking about the history of what could happen, you get ahead of yourself. And to me, history gets made when a lot of inconsequential moments, or what seems inconsequential, start to build up. And you know, the more you enjoy that process, the more opportunities present themselves for these type of moments. You know, tonight I just want to go out. I want to enjoy the time that I have. You know, I have a couple girls in the crowd. My dad's here, my husband, my best friends. I just want to enjoy the moment. And then if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And if not, you know, I'm going to root from the sidelines and cheer on women's bowling.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jose. Good luck to you in your next match. Back to you guys in the booth.
They said thanks so much. Look forward to seeing our defending champion later on tonight. Also, great to see Kathy and Kenny Keegan, owners of I Am Bowling, big part of the women's bowling tour. We appreciate you.
Josie, she carries herself so well. Such a professional lady. Very well spoken. Love to listen to her talk.
Beat Cindy Jane last year, 211, 198, crosstown here in Vegas for the Queens a year ago. Defends her title tonight. At the TV break. Works on a spare 6 frame. New Wave Fenn, good shot. Smokes the 1-3 pocket. That looked really nice.
Yeah, 2-minute break from the commercial. Comes back on the right lane as if she never left. Leaked it a little bit further right, but I said there was recovery. Right now she's dialed in. 33-pin lead going in the 7th frame.
Seventh to go by 43. That's got to hurry. It does. Great ball reaction. Tattoos the pocket, all 10 in the pit again.
This is what happened during the week, too. You need 4-bagger, 5-bagger, 6-7 in a row. Holds the balance, controls the break point, splits the 8-9. She's got great ball motion right now. She just seems so comfortable being her third time on the telecast or Bull TV and having so much success the first few events.
Emma's debut in a lot of trouble here. Her 7th good-looking shot trip 10-pin. It is go time now for Emma Friant. Let's go back to Sid, more on Emma.
Emma made the decision there in that frame to start to go over the front part of the lane a bit. She was going to loft it just a tad. Felt like her ball was picking up too soon and going forward down lane rather than getting it to the friction more early. She wanted to go over it so the ball could maintain more energy and get the 10 out.
Thanks so much, Sid. The slightest change can make a huge difference, whether it's off your hand just a little bit more like Sid said over the front. Not a big tremendous loft. That one you can hear as it hits the lane. Then she goes back-to-back strikes. The subtlest adjustments can make the biggest impact. That one seems to be more direct at board 8 at the break point in front. Kind of think she's smiling a little bit because she knows she got it inside off her hand, but that's what happened all week long. You got to have the good breaks.
8th for New Wave Fan to go up by 43. 4-pin stands for her. Good shot. Stay clean from here on in. She should advance with no trouble.
She's sliding 15, 9 lay down, 3-4. So again, she's getting right here off the break point for it to clearly get in that beautiful roll phase. She also has end over end roll, which means the ball sees the front to back so smooth. If you can't knock down 10, you got to get 9.
Winner last week, Highland Park Lanes, Northern Colorado. Beat Stephanie Zavala from California, 228-202 for her 6th title. Josie Barnes awaits the winner as the 3 seed. U.S. Open champion last year in Lincoln. Her 2nd major. Bidding for a 3rd tonight. Looking like a champion. Cross deck, there goes the 10-pin.
Powerful.
Masters says, you sit down, number 10. And did she smile again? Second time in the show.
She did.
That's the 2nd time, Kelly.
8 to about 4. Sidewall action. Watch the head pin bounce off the sidewall. Comes back. Just annihilated the 10-pin. As I watch her bowl, I learn more about Wei all the time. Her eyes never deviate, so it tells me she's probably looking at a break point. Well, the most Emma can shoot if she makes a spare is 204, I believe. And Wei will just have to show up in the 10th frame, knock over some pins to advance.
We talked to Emma last night. What do you want to accomplish in bowling? She said, I want to win this event, which could be a long shot now, but a lot of events in the future. She's so young.
Well, our first event kicked off in Rockford. She did not make it out of the pre-tournament qualifier to advance. And I don't think she did the same in Colorado. So she comes to the major here in Vegas and makes the telecast.
Pretty good progress.
And again, her scores were through the roof. Liz Johnson, Liz Culkin, Josie Barnes, Carleen Beyer. Carleen, by the way, was, I think, the number 2 seed. Liz Johnson was up there. She led 1 round. She lost to Natasha, who was our number 2 seed, and now she's qualified in the 4th position.
Nice shot there for the 5th seed.
She will take this confidence into the next event, where the ladies will head to Rochester, New York for the series event.
What experience, right? As you said, no words can describe the feeling of making the show, especially at a major.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas, of all places. Non-strike here, it's over. Mathematically about done anyway. In the opening match, that does make it official. New Wave Fan, 4th seed, star from Singapore, will advance to take on Josie Barnes. The defending champ put to a big test against maybe the best bowler in the women's bowling world right now. One match complete from here in Vegas. New Wei Fen advances, looking for a third career major tonight. Takes down Emma Friant from France. First New Wei Fen, 227, 194. Win over Emma Friant from France in our first match tonight. USBC Queens here on CBS Sports Network. It's the event 3 of the season. Queens, the third event of this new year. Emil Williams Jr. takes us through a recap of the exciting first 2 stops.
The 2026 PWBA Tour season began its highly anticipated return to Rockford, Illinois, with a battle of the previous 2 Player of the Year award winners, while a new host venue brought the best women in the world to Northern Colorado. Let's rewind and recap the previous 2 stops on the PWBA Tour. Sin Lee Jane, the 2024 Player of the Year, returned to the Cherry Bowl, where she was looking to defend her Rockford Open title from 2024. As the 4th seed, Sin climbed the ladder after dispatching Lauren Russo, Olivia Farwell, Jade Cote, and 2025 Player of the Year New Wei Fen to win the Bowler's Journal Rockford Open crown for her 6th career title and 5th since 2024. Speaking of Wei, the reigning Player of the Year earned top seed honors for the 2nd consecutive week, this time at Highland Park Lanes in Greeley, Colorado. There, she would face the red-hot Stephanie Zavala in a back-and-forth battle. But in the end, the Singaporean superstar emerged victorious, 226 to 202 for her 6th career title and 4th in the last 2 seasons. The tiara hangs in the balance. Who is going to win the first major championship of this season? Find out next on CBS Sports Network.
All right, Emil, thanks so much. Best yet to come. We're toward the first major championship of the year. We can't wait. Josie Barnes, head-to-head, New Wei Fen. Our next match. Josie won it all last year in Vegas. But overtaking New Wei Fen is going to be a major challenge. Match 2 is on the way from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome back to Las Vegas. The PWBA lost 2 trailblazers in women's bowling since we last saw you, both with tremendous ties to this event. Fran Deacon was the PWBA tournament director from 1981 to 91, and again from 2001 to 03. In addition to her duties as the tournament director, was an integral part in the television production of these events. A noted bowling historian, Fran earned too many accolades to mention, but her attention to detail and tireless work ethic earned her the praise of individuals inside and outside of the bowling community. She was a PWBA and USBC Hall of Famer. Also a charter member of the PWBA Hall of Fame, Dorothy Fothergill won the WIBC Queens and the BPA All-Star twice in her career. USBC Hall of Famer, she also captured 6 titles at the Women's Championships from 1970 to 73 and won the team, singles, and all-events title in 1970. We mourn the loss of both these extremely important women to the world of bowling, and our thoughts and prayers go out to their families. All right, Kel, back to bowling. Can anyone stop this freight train right now? New Wei Fen. Hottest bowler on tour. Match 2 starts in style against Josie.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 3 seed from Hermitage, Tennessee, Josie Barnes.
Been a long time, 1981-82, 44 years since we've had a repeat winner of the USBC Queens. Japan's Katsuko Sugimoto, the last to do it. Maybe that changes here tonight in Vegas. Josie's first shot. Looks good.
She just looks so comfortable. I think Josie's mindset is that, you know, she does well at Vanderbilt, coaching the NCAA team there. Her little daughter, Ruthie, you know, all the girls keep her motivated. She knows when to practice, how long to practice for after battling some wrist issues. And she's just seems very grounded. She just knows what she needs to do to be successful.
Taking over as head coach at Vandy now, after 16 years on staff. Second shot. Nice. All-American career as a bowler at Vanderbilt. So, quick math, 20-plus years involved with that outstanding women's bowling program. Let's go back to Sydney.
If you're at home, you're probably wondering, how in the world is Wei throwing one of the earliest bowling balls that Storm makes while everyone else is having to throw these very clean bowling balls? It's because Wei has applied 4,000 and polish on top of this concept, giving her the opportunity to throw something that will be predictable and rolly. So when it gets off of the friction, it does just that and goes through the pins perfectly.
Case in point, Kelly, that was something.
Yeah, remember the length of the pattern's 38 feet long. All right, so it's just before that second rangefinder. I said you can get it to 2, 3, 4. That's exactly what she does. So because of the length of the pattern, this is all dry. That is bounce. That is recovery. She has it with her type of roll. It's smooth at the end of the pattern. When you can have both left and right on any pattern, the scores will be very, very high.
Wei Fen, top seed, Northern Colorado last week. Down goes the 10-pin late.
Another smile by Wei.
That's 3 smiles on the smile stat track.
Well, eventually when you keep winning, you have to enjoy it at some point. She got that way inside. So the last one, she leaked it right. This one, she kept it more in front of her. 10-pin was the last to fall. I mean, that's when you're in the right part of the lane with the right ball. You have 3 or 4 boards. Just say thank you. Your swing gets even looser.
Good 10-pin there for Josie. Queens champ last year, 2021 U.S. Open winner as well. If a bowler on tonight's telecast rolls a perfect game, you can get rewarded as well. Log on to GoBowling.com to register for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Qualify for a free game of bowling when a PWBA player rolls a 300 game during a CBS Sports Network or Bowl TV Finals show this year.
I'm not sure if Josie has a comfort zone, but I would say this is it. If you look on social media where she's played the lane in the last few events she's bowled, it's been in the same part of the lane. So she's become a robot, just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Looking for the front 4. You bet. Right to the 10-pin again. And down it goes with a smack. 4 up, 4 down.
Yep, leaked that one a little bit right too, but she has the same recovery as Wei does. You can see her shoulder gets inside a little bit more. Gets further out to the break point. But when the ball is going towards a pin, it's rolling forward.
Too tight on the 4th. Yes. On the money. Crushes the 1-3 pocket. Follow the PWBA on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on bowltv.com to keep up with the greatest women bowlers in the world. Get the latest video highlights and news each week to follow your favorites. Lots of content out there. Look at Kelly, top left corner of your screen. One more time, Kelly, I promise this is it.
Great memories.
First ever bowler to be the PWBA, USBC Collegiate Halls of Fame. Kelly Kulick. Congrats, partner.
Thank you.
What a career.
It has been. It's still not over yet, but it's been a joyful ride for sure.
Long way to go. 5th frame for the lead here. Comes in high, 3-6-10.
Looks like she might have got a little bit softer with her speed on that one. She's been sliding around 15 or so. Now she's 15 still, 9. So deeper inside. You can see it was getting further down here before we're starting to break in that direction. So it's a little bit earlier in this section. The window became a little bit shorter. Still hooking when it hits the head pin, leaves the 3-6-10.
Takes care of business. Furthest she's ever advanced in her career at the Queens. On the show here tonight.
She qualified 61st. She just made the cut.
First time that's happened since 2016, so 10 years. That low qualifying, and still made the show. Can Josie stay perfect? For the front five, Josie Barnes liked it. The 10-pin a nudge, but not enough.
Liked it off her hand, too. She called it. Really, really good. Her different rotation keeps the ball in line, a little bit more responsive bowling ball as it's going down the lane, and the 6-pin just touches it, but wraps itself right around. Little wiggle, still standing.
Queens champion last year, Cindy Jane, across town at Suncoast Bowling. 13-pin win in the finals. That made her Hall of Fame eligible. Cross lane, watch out. No, into the channel and a missed 10-pin, big mistake.
Yeah, she knows better, and unfortunately, you missed a spare this week. It was detrimental to you advancing. Can see off her hand now. She's been fighting the wrist. She mentioned in our interview, Dave, last night that it's been something that's been plaguing her for quite some time. The maintenance with cortisone shots and everything. It might have just fell off her hand that way, and definitely missed right. Open frame for Josie through the first 5.
Lane talk numbers for you. Strike percentage, top 10. First ball average 17th. Let's see her stat after the open frame. Left lane for Josie. Liked it. And down they go, but the open frame will be detrimental against the red-hot New Wave fan, Kelly. Great match here.
Yeah, New Way has a 10-pin lead. That open frame by Josie might have cost her, but we won't know unless you come back and tune in to this match number 2.
And away from Vegas, match 2 of defending champion Josie Barnes, head-to-head with New Wave fan from Malaysia here tonight, Singapore. And a really good matchup. Well, from Malaysia, Natasha Roselawn is the 2 seed. She is joined now by Sue.
Natasha, last year you finished 7th at the Queens, still right here in Las Vegas. This year, a redemption story, making the TV show. What's it going to take to win 2 matches and claim the tiara tonight?
Overall, I'm very grateful to be in the top 5, and all I can do is just to bowl my best and hoping for a good day today. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Natasha. Best of luck. Back to the bowling.
Sid, thank you. Natasha's getting set. TV debut for her. New Wave fans got a lot of experience trying for another title.
God, the Triple Crown if she wins this one.
Now the break looked down at the foul line, but everything works out just fine. And in her 6-frame strikes.
Yeah, and the compliment I'm going to give Wei is I feel like she's programmed just to do this over and over again. Bowling for Singapore for so many years, there's only a few accolades she hasn't achieved yet in the international world of bowling. Sticks a little bit right there, but didn't matter. Everything was on target, on path to the pocket. But she just repeats over and over again. Even after the knee injury, she came back strong, even stronger, hence winning so many titles in such a short time frame.
To her left lane, wow. Travel the pin, 20-pin lead. Perfection of the 1-3 pocket.
So she's sliding 17 now after the high hit, 3-6-10. All right, so here we are. This is 40 feet right here, 43. That's the end of the rangefinder. The pattern's ending here. Here is that window I often talk about. If you get the ball anywhere in that spot, you're going to hit the 1-3 almost every single time. She makes the adjustment, 2 left with her feet. Packs 10.
Go time for Josie. Cut it to 10, 7 frame, enough.
Light shaker, carried very, very well in this
Good carry.
building. I found personally, most of the time, if you were high flush in the pocket, you could leave 9 pins, 8 pins, ring 10s. But if you were just light enough in the pocket to wrinkle them all, it was the best carry throughout the building. Head pin off the sidewall, comes back into the 4 and the 7. Cuts it down to 10 pins for Josie.
So proud to now be head coach at Vandy, her alma mater. Loves her role as a coach in bowling.
She said she's been there for almost 20 years now between undergrad and coaching.
Loves to win too. Big shots. Enough on the tap, on the 10. Timber, down it goes to square the match up.
It really comes down to who's going to make the first mistake. Josie's also sliding 16. She's getting it to the right on board 4, 40, 42-foot mark. Little love tap from the 6 pin, out from the gutter.
Shaping up to be a great finish in match 2. For the Turkey, tap pin lead, yes. The 4C keeps on trucking. Bowl TV Highlight of the Week. When you throw your first sanctioned 300 game 800 series at the Queen, certainly qualifies for the Bowl TV Highlight of the Week. There's the more to do in the first round match, needing 2 strikes in the 10th to accomplish that feat and move on to the second round. 14 300 games thrown this week at the USBC Queens.
My match was actually next to hers when she did that, and it just, again, over and over, just strike after strike. So happy for her. She's a past junior Team USA member. Bowled out on tour here last year. Coming back for more competition.
Natasha White's the winner. With a 4-bagger. Another one. Back up by 20. Target practice continues to the 1-3 pocket. Bullseye.
I always like to see what happens because Josie can punch out for 267. Wei can punch out for 277. So close. Gotta wonder if when Josie missed that 10 pin, if it's going to cost her. 9th frame.
That was back in the 5th.
Yeah.
Foundation frame, cut it back to 10 again. Big shot for Josie, big strike for Josie. As she told us last night, I'm not defending anything. I won that title last year in Vegas. No one's going to come to my house in Nashville and take the tiara away from me or my title. Part of bowling history. It took the pressure off her, she said this week.
Yeah, it really did. Like I said, I think she's just so comfortable in her own, everything she does. You know, the college program is her biggest focus. Little Ruthie is her biggest focus. Her family, what she's growing and what she's making. This is the fun part. She wants to keep it fun, and she's having fun right now.
Looking for 5 straight. First in the 10th. This would tie it. This does not. 10 pin.
I'm also considering, too, Josie talked about her selection of equipment last night. Every match, she said she didn't know what she was going to use. Every match was so different. And she's using a ball tonight that she wasn't even in her arsenal last night. Could see just a little bit fast off the hand. Ball rolls out quick enough. 6 pin, just flat 10 stands.
She told us, I'm not going to advance unless I shoot 230, 240 in that range on these conditions against these bowlers. Tough challenge again. 10 pin. So one more in the 10th for her.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. Well, if Josie strikes here, Wei will have to mark in the 10th frame. So a strike here forces her to mark.
Last in the 10th. 9 pins, so not what you wanted. 10th frame, but still a 245 game for Josie. And New Wave Fenn steps up just to mark to win.
I always think it's how credentials you have to make it back to a Queen show after winning it last year.
Josie told us from the time she was a little kid growing up, one of her goals was to win the Queens. Did that last year. So hard to repeat. A mark to win here for New Wave Fenn. That'll do it. Match over. New Wave Fenn, the 4th seed, climbs the ladder again, trying for another major title.
Wow, strikes out for 277. Wei shot 227 the first game. Again, we had multiple 800 series this week. I don't even know what pin that was that fell from the back that knocked out the 7 pin.
That was the BPA moment of the match. For good reason, it was a clincher for New Wave Fenn. Stays hot. New Wave Fenn from Singapore, Player of the Year in 2025, looking for back-to-back MVPs on the PWBA Tour here from fabulous Las Vegas. She's knocked out the defending champ, climbing the ladder on CBS Sports Network tonight. Top score of match 2, 275-245. New Wave Fenn climbs the ladder to match 3 here tonight from Vegas over the defending champ Josie Barnes. Tom D'Alpini, Coach Plus Tip of the Week. At Maryville University coach Lauren Russo takes us through the importance of consistent sliding.
Knowing where you slide is a key factor in being able to understand the difference between a good and a bad shot. Sliding in the same spot improves ball reaction, increases shot repeatability, and allows for better adjustments on the lanes. In this shot, I'm sliding 27 and my ball is hitting the pocket consistently and going through the pins well. When I slide 29 or 30, my ball comes in light, causing inconsistent ball motion. When I slide in the proper place and my ball doesn't react as expected, it's time to make an adjustment. Make sure you are looking down on each shot to see if you are sliding consistently. If you aren't, let's figure out the reasons that can be causing this. Making adjustments across the lane can cause a player to drift more or less depending on the moves. It's important when you make adjustments to have a target in mind and your drift is the same each time. If you make an adjustment and find the results aren't as expected, did you slide in the right spot? If you did, another adjustment might be needed. If not, ask yourself if this could be the reason for a bad shot. Make it a part of your routine to look down on every shot. This will allow you to get to the foul line consistently and ultimately improve your game.
Thank you, Coach Lauren. Great tip. Up next, match 3. New Wave Fenn against the 2-seed Natasha Roslan of Malaysia, who makes her TV debut tonight under the bright lights here at the USBC Queens in Vegas. Big moment, big pressure for her. Match 3 is on the way here on CBS Sports Network tonight. Beautiful weather here in Las Vegas. Sin City again, home to some of the best bowling in the world. The Strip just moments from our bowling center here. Match 3. Roslan, New Wave Fenn. Her third match starts on the left lane with some help. Down they go.
Collapses the 2-8, hard to tell, 2-8 or 2-5. Light hit, oh, the 2 slides back. It's the 4-8 that was standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our number 2 seed from Malaysia, Natasha Roslan.
From just outside Kuala Lumpur. TV debut. Great start. First ever shot under the bright lights. Let's go back to Sid.
Natasha is going to choose to throw 2 different bowling balls. She's going to throw a cleaner one that has a bit more back end on the right lane. Her and her ball rep, Zach Tackett, have decided the right lane hooks earlier and is tighter down lane. She will throw a different ball on the left lane to create a smoother motion because she's not fighting the front part of the lane.
Thanks for the feedback, Sid. Cleaner, shinier cover. Big supporter wristband. We'll lock that wrist in one position the entire time.
Good shot, ring and 10 pin there. Back home in Malaysia, practices 2 hours per day, Monday through Friday. Then gym sessions 3 times a week. Puts a tremendous amount of time for her national team into her sport.
Yeah, so instead of just eat, sleep, bowl, it's eat, gym, sleep, bowl. Those 4 things. She has been competitive for Team Malaysia for many, many years now. Still has many things to accomplish overseas, but excited for her debut here tonight.
Gradually, yeah, working her way into some more tour stops in 2024. First time she really came over for more than 3 stops that year. She rooms with Jillian Lim, the reigning Rookie of the Year, who was the first ever Malaysian to win that honor. Great bowling from Malaysia. And Singapore here with New Wei Fin. 251 average, 2 games for her. 7 pin.
Blower 7 for Wei. Yeah, she's even surprised by that leave. See, she's been about 15. So now she's 16. She's 1 board left, 7-8 the arrows, 4-5 down lane. You can see the ball is just setting up. Yep, there's that sweet spot right there. High, high hit. 2 and 4 pin going from the 7 pin over the top 7.
US Open champ last year, Lincoln, Nebraska, the Tour Championship 2016 in Richmond, her 2 majors. 2 events at the Cleveland Series a year ago, titles.
And what's unique, right? The US Open has the most difficult patterns that we bowl on all year long, and the women said it was one of the hardest they've ever competed on last year. I was not there. And then Columbus, we have 3 different lengths. So she won on multiple patterns throughout the last 2 years, just showing how versatile she really is.
Left lane, that looks good. Punches the pocket with some power, down they go.
I think the one true advantage Wei has is that she's able to create more room with her ball speed.
Okay.
Just curious what she was talking about with the ball rep there. Her ball roll is just end over end forward, kind of similar to EJ Tackett, just not as high as rev rate, and she just sees the lane so well.
Wow. Good shot, somehow defying physics. The 9 pin still up.
Yeah, and that means the ball was still hooking when it got to the pocket. Hard off the spot, through the pins. Doesn't quite slow down as it runs over the 3 pin into the 5. You can see she gets it to 7 and 8. And the ball just keeps going towards the 8 pin, doesn't deflect off the 5, and leaves the stone 9 standing. Down by 1 pin in the 3rd frame, looking to convert.
Got the 9 pin, got the mark. Let's go back to Sydney.
Wei is going to make the decision to go back to the original concept that she threw in the first match, but only on the right lane. She's seeing the exact same thing that Natasha is, where it wants to hook early and be incredibly tight down lane. She needs something that's going to store a bit more energy. The concept that she switched to in the 2nd match was one that is a bit stronger and more rolly compared to the old one that she will return to on the right lane only.
Yeah, that's good. So as the ball is going down the lane, it has axis rotation, and it's losing that rotation as it's going down the lane, as it's losing speed. So depending if the backs are tighter, do you need something too early, a little bit longer? think that was a good move by Wei.
2-pin only, avoids a double whoop. Interesting strategy, the ball choices, the moves. As the lanes transition here, expecting big numbers early on the fresh.
Well, that's just it. We're no longer in fresh.
No longer
we are. This is match number 3, 15 minutes of practice, multiple games. Natasha, her lowest series was the last one that she bowled against Erin to have the number 2 seed. She averaged 245 in match play, the highest competitor on the telecast tonight through match play with a 245 average and 2 300s.
It is 7:15 a.m. tomorrow morning in Singapore. Big watch party, her family, her friends back home. Seeing that strike.
I don't want to be too far ahead of myself, but this is just sheer dominance. What she's done in the first few weeks out on tour, she's in the 11-10 spot at the Arrows right now. She's seeing the lanes transition. She knows what to do. She's got a little help from the ball reps, but just repeats.
Rookie of the year, also player of the year, 5th ever to do that, as we talked about. Looking for the modern day triple crown as well here tonight. We talked about that. Lots on the line. Missed the target this time. 3-6 standing for her, but you sort of get the feeling, Kelly, we're back in Nebraska a year ago when she rolled everybody at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, worked her way up the stepladder there. She's doing it right now. That one, she's got her hand around a little bit quicker, faster to the right, but she's seasoned. You know, she's not young anymore. She's in her 30s. She's been bowling for Singapore for so long. She's been bowling 10, 11 years on the women's tour. She knows what to do. It's not her first time, and she's proving that right now.
Off the double 8 spare for her. So 10-pin lead through 5 for New Wei Fenn. Back to Natasha. Nice. Hammers to the pocket. Nothing left but shrapnel in the pit there, Kelly.
She's also a robot too. She just repeats over and over again. 5-step approach, really tall in the setup. Ball drops in the swing on step number 2. Really, look how much forward she is with her upper body. Like she's going, her eyes are this way with all that body leaned forward. Watch her left arm. Her left arm barely moves. Great knee bend at the foul line. Trail leg tucks underneath. Her eyes are just so focused on where she wants the ball to go. All she works on is her timing when she's back in Malaysia.
Flat 10 there. 3 brothers, sister, parents, a lot of relatives, friends are all watching at home.
She's got the same window as Wei has, as Josie did in the previous match. The ball is just a little bit too long and a little bit angular off the spot. When you watch Wei throw the bowling ball from front to back, it's just kind of like that banana curve, just smooth front to back.
Has the mark. A year ago, Nur Hazira Ramli, also from Malaysia, youngster, was a 3 seed on the show at the Queens. Did win that. Roselawn trying to do that for her country tonight. Midway point, 3rd match. New Wei Fenn, 10-pin lead. Natasha Roselawn from Malaysia. TV debut for her. Who's starting the Savannah. Fabulous Las Vegas with 199 bowlers. Stephanie Dyson is here. Board of Directors, USBC. We'll see Stephanie post-show for a little trophy presentation. Tiara time. Who's going to win? That is the question we're about to answer for you here tonight. Here's New Wei Fenn out of the break. U.S. Open champ last year in Nebraska. Beat Jordan Snodgrass in the final. Climb the ladder. Out of the break, right lane. Trip 10-pin, there she goes. Remember Kelder in that dominant stepladder run a year ago. 1,026 pins across 4 matches, climbing the ladder in Nebraska. A new record for the highest scoring stepladder final since the relaunch of the tour in 2015, and that same feel is emanating again here tonight in Vegas.
Yeah, and she's got a very basic approach. I mean, she takes small steps, but the ball gets away from her like a slingshot that she just powers through at the release point. Her left shoulder stays so calm. And again, just her release off her hand. The thumb goes forward, the fingers go through it. She creates low tilt, end over end roll, and maximizes her carry. If I was a girl watching home right now, I'd say I want to bowl like her. That's who I want to bowl like. Her Verity, watch, really small steps, eyes are fully focused. Her left arm is, look, right in front, just like Missy. Michael Fagan, elbow snaps back as she rotates the torso through, elbows bends at the release point. So much of the circumference of the bowling ball sees the lane. She just maximizes her room for error.
Back to Natasha, right lane. Ring 10-pin, good shot, no break there. Very close with Sin Lee Jane, who won the Player of the Year 2 years ago. They've been on Team Malaysia together for about 13 years now. A lot of advice from the superstar before Natasha hit the lanes on TV for the first time tonight.
Yeah, she is really close, Dave. And the only thing is different, her ball is going an extra 2 to 3 feet down the lane before it's trying to change direction towards the pocket. And that's why the ring 10 stands there. So now her and a ball wrap are trying to cycle through bowling balls. I know she made a ball change on the left lane before, trying to find the ball to pick up similar to what Waze is doing to get her to maximize her carry. But it's just going 2 to 3 feet too long down the lane.
Lots of success. Malaysian national team.
Yeah, and there's not much she hasn't completed when it comes to international bowling. She would like to win the SEA Games, which is a huge international Asian event that's big for their federation, gives them more grant money, more opportunities for the women to compete and bowl for Malaysia.
8th frame works on a spare, needs it, has it. Keeps the pressure on, New Wave Fan. Late going here, match 3 tonight.
So different from the right to left lane. You can tell, like Sydney said, the right lane's tighter. Watch this ball as it goes down the lane. It actually hooks and sets. You can see the pink or orange right there is where it's rolling. Where on the right lane, it went 2 feet further, which caused it to get behind the head pin, leave the ring 10, but you see it rolls forward, splits the 8-9. Even the head pin off the sidewall was going to come back and knock it out no matter what.
8th frame for 31-pin lead. Ring 10-pin, good shot there for New Wave Fan. Well, the big bucks in Nebraska last year at the U.S. Open. She did a lot of flooring on her house back home in Singapore. We asked her last night, how about this year? Got a car, something fun? She says, no. Emergency savings
yes.
if I win. A little conservative there, but that's smart. I mean, that's sound financial planning.
Well, a second and a first so far gives her, I think, 30,000. Right now, she's over 30,000 wherever she finishes at the Queens here. So I know there's taxes taken out for the international players, plus USA taxes. So every penny counts, especially in what's going on right now. She's got a 20-pin lead going in the 9th frame. She will finish on the right lane.
There's Aaron McCarthy.
Her teammates in the back, Shayna Ung, made a few telecasts in the past.
Foundation frame strike for New Wave Fan. Bowling lives here. Watch your favorite PWBA players live all season on Bowl TV. Visit bowltv.com to subscribe today. The best content in bowling out there.
There's so much content on Bowl TV, Dave. From all the tours, youth bowling, junior gold, tune in. If you don't have a membership, I recommend it if you love bowling.
Get one. 9th frame, cut to 10, yes.
She needs it.
Things are interesting here in our 3rd match tonight.
Yeah, she cuts it down to 10. Looks like she went for the light shaker. Still light on the right lane. See, she's sliding 14-ish, 8-7, 5-6 down lane, light swisher. After going flat 10 before, lucky break that she needs.
win probability stat squarely in the favor of New Wave Fenn for now. Subject to change. Starts the 10th, can tie it. Does just that.
It is not over, Dave. What's great, she could strike out for 227. Wei could strike out for 237 with that 10-pin deficit. If she strikes here, she's going to force Wei to strike at the first ball in the 10th frame. Gets it right.
Second to the 10th, yes.
I'd be smiling on that one. Leaked it a little bit right. Has a recovery. That was a big double for her in the 10th frame. Watch, 14-15, gets it way right, 3-4 down lane. There's that roll forward motion of the ball. Another big hit here.
Looks for 5 straight to finish out this game. She told us timing accuracy, something she works on so much. Perfect example, great shot.
Wow, big
227, strikes out the 10th, now a double and 1 for New Wave Fenn. In her 10th frame, we got a great finish here, Kel.
And this is the first time Wei's had any pressure on her whatsoever. First time in the first 2 matches, match number 3. She needs them both.
Has to have the first one. Will not get it.
That's it. Comes to an end. Natasha
Roselawn will win and advance up the ladder to take on Erin McCarthy next.
Well, the left lane hooked more. The right lane, look, you see she slides deeper, 17, doesn't get quite far right down the lane early enough, gets behind the head pin, and the 2-4-8-10 stands. Just looks like she rushed through the shot. After being in the driver's seat for all that time, got a little too fast.
So Natasha Roselawn, first ever TV show. At 30 years old from Malaysia, on the bench, will win it. And the top seed, Erin McCarthy from Omaha, is next. What a moment for Natasha. Through to the championship match tonight here in Vegas. 1 more to go from Sin City. 1 bowler will wear the tiara, the trophy, the big prize check. That's 2026 USBC Queen's Champion tonight. Roselawn championship match here, Kel. 1 more match to award the tiara and hand out that big prize money.
Yeah, Erin being the #1 seed. Natasha will start, so Erin will finish the match. This is it. This is what we tuned in for. Who's going to walk away with the crown?
Off the shocking win over New Wave Fenn. Hopes that holds on, does not. 4-9 split.
Yeah, she didn't get any practice during the commercial break. Erin had all the shots on the TV pair. You could see, watch, she just dead misses left off her hand. 15, 9, 10, 8 down lane, never leaked it right. 4-9, nasty break.
But if it happens, you want it to happen
In
the first
frame #1.
frame of the match.
You
exactly.
are correct.
First real adversity, trying for it, almost 9-pin, that was close. Good effort, 9-pin stands open frame.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our #1 seed from Elkhorn, Nebraska, Aaron McCarthy.
Just outside Omaha. Also an ER and ICU nurse in Omaha. Talk about versatile. Looks for a third overall title here tonight. Nice start. 2018 Louisville Open. 2022 US Open. That was in Glens Falls, New York. Top seed at the 2015 USBC Queens at Ashwaubenon in Green Bay, and lost to Liz Johnson in the title match. Back as a top seed here tonight. Looks for a good start. That's just that.
Quick tempo out of the gate.
An early 21-pin lead after Natasha's open.
That's how you want to come out of the gate. 4-step approach. Great balance. She said she tucks her swing a little bit. She's in the same spot that Way was. Again, there is that window right around there. She also has a lot of forward roll on the bowling ball. Clean, high RG, symmetric bowling ball that she's throwing. Doesn't have to fight the front, although 30 mils. There's still a lot of oil in the lane.
Off the open second frame here, Natasha. Flat 10. Little nudge on the 10-pin. Will not fall.
So you truly have the best bowlers of the week competing right now. Erin and Natasha faced off in the last match to see who would attain the #1 position. It was Natasha's lowest scoring match out of them all. Erin averaged 240 in match play. Natasha 245 during match play. Both ladies shot 300 this week. And right out of the gate, 2 open frames.
Heard that reaction, a missed 10-pin. That is a shocking start now for Natasha in a huge hole. 32 pins down as Erin has the first 2 and immediately in the driver's seat.
Yeah, fell off of it. Just knew it off her hand. And you can't miss. When it's a strike fest all week long, you just can't miss.
Win probability stat. Wow.
Wow.
We just started here.
Another ball change on the left lane.
88+% for Erin already here. Good shot, ringing 10-pin. That's a lot better, but does not need spares now.
Yeah, and Sid spoke with her last night, and she said, you know, the ball rep made a suggestion of maybe trying a different bowling ball, but she did not want to deviate from the plan. I mean, it worked all throughout the matches, and now she's going back and forth between 2 or the 3 of the balls that got her here tonight. Good ball change. She missed left inside. Not sure if that was the right thing. Now has to convert the 10-pin just to give her her first mark in the first 3 frames.
This becomes a crucial 10-pin. Does have that. We asked her last night about nerves. She said it's 50-50. We asked her, what do you mean? Well, she said 50% excited, 50% nerves, just to be on TV. And then great match with New Wave Fen. However, disastrous start to the championship match.
Erin's feeling very comfortable right now. Starts off with the double. Can she extend the lead? Frame number 3.
They're up by 42. Trying to get that US Open 2022 championship form back in play. Let's flash back to that year. Green jacket beat Danielle McEwen. 212-172 for Erin. The iconic trophy. First career major win, going for a second here tonight.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. She said Josie won in 21, then Erin won in 22. Now Josie won the Queens last year in 25. Could this be Erin's year? Both friends, just seems to be following in one's path.
Makes for a good storyline, right? Looking for the front four. Has the 7-pin. Good shot. No break.
Yeah, she really didn't like it off her hand either. A 5-step approach. You could see her swing has to retuck. And she's so petite, so athletic, but so petite, and how much power she creates and generates. Left arm is forward. See, she wasn't happy there. Gets it right. Remember, you can miss outward. Leaves the 7-pin.
Mark's got that. Knocked off Natasha in the winner's bracket final, 735-610. That got her the #1 seed. Looking to finish things off as the #1. Here tonight in Vegas. Last time on TV for Aaron, 2023 Tour Championship in Waterloo.
I got it. Well, she's only had one game yet.
Fourth frame for Natasha, works on a spare. Trip 10-pin down it goes. Much needed. Into her fourth.
Yeah, she definitely needed that. See if she can figure out the left lane. In the previous match, the right lane gave her trouble. She was pretty locked in the left lane. She's going to 2-ball it again. See if she switches back to the other bowling ball. Nope, sticking with it again. Wasn't quite sure. Unfortunately, her first frame, she just made a bad physical shot.
On a 245 average in match play, second highest ever in this prestigious event's history. So knows how to bowl really well in this bowling center. Critical strike, cuts it at 31. And stays alive.
Left lane 5 of 10, right lane 4 of 7. 7.
Fifth for Aaron, up by 31. Yes. Tattoos the 10-pin, down it goes.
Well, Erin's she's playing a little bit deeper. Let's see where she slides here at the foul line. She was 19. Way was a little bit further right. You can see she gets it to 3, 4, 5. Anywhere right. Remember, there's 22 feet left of the pattern, or left of dry lane, means more friction. The ball can pick up into the roll phase quickly. She knows where her miss has to be in order to be successful.
Go by 41 in the sixth. 4 or 5 so far. Flat 10. 2 pins getting really close to that 10-pin, but not enough contact to knock it over. But just a single pin spare conversion for her.
Yeah, Erin has very similar roll to Wei. You can see the 6-pin just gently slides its way over right in front of the 10-pin. She has a spare ball that works. She had a malfunction earlier in the week where the spare ball cracked. Yeah.
I'll say malfunction. Cross lane. There's 10-pin. There's the mark for Aaron. Halfway home to a second career major. Healthy lead of 31 pins here from Vegas tonight. Back here in Vegas while we're away, Natasha Roseland, the 6th, had a strike, 7th, 7 spare. So it's 24 pins now for Erin. Her 7th frame works on a spare. Championship match here from Sin City. There's the tiara. Big prize money on the line tonight. And Erin, the top seed, in the driver's seat to her 7th frame. Big shot out of the break. Nice.
She's just doing what she did all week. All week long. From qualifying first after 15 games to taking it all the way as lead bowler on the Queen's Show. She has a 24-pin lead with 3 frames left to go.
Parents Doug and Kathy are here. They've been here all week from Omaha. Hoping to see some history for Erin tonight.
It's a good shot.
8th frame, 34-pin lead. Yes, indeed. Down they go. Getting closer to the title.
She's worked hard. She has her full-time job during tour season. She's allowed to have a part-time job, gives her enough time to practice, work on her game. She made a change to another company. It's benefited her. She didn't bowl well the first few events. Well, she's proving she is one of the best in the world tonight.
Breakdown numbers for Natasha. Lead strikes from here on in to put a little pressure on her opponent. There's one. 4-pin goes down late. And her 8th frame now to the foundation frame for Natasha Roseland.
She's down by 34. 225 is her max.
Hoping to take home the tiara and the big prize money back to Malaysia. That long 20-plus hour trip.
Also find Sin Lee, she had the highest average 248 of the Queens. Natasha's second at 245.
Wow. Great event. 9th frame, cut it to 24. Needs it, has it. Smokes the pocket, down they go to keep things interesting.
Ten straight back.
Erin tell us mediocre start to the year.
I love
really
that.
Got her look here in Vegas.
I have to point out, Verity sitting behind. Again, women supporting women.
Verity Crowley, Great Britain, big star on tour.
Gives her 26.
Foundation frame for a 34-pin lead. Kelly liked it. Erin liked it. Down they go.
Yeah, a little further right down lane, but I'm just talking about a little bit. Watch here. She's been sliding the deepest, 19-20, 12-13. Right about the same spot. She's just packed straight 10. She knows it. She can feel it. She can taste it.
Erin beat Verity last time she was on TV, 2023 Tour Championship. In a roll-off, each rolled 268. Then she beat Jordan Richard, lost to the 2-seed Dasha Kovalova. That year, the Tour Championship in Waterloo went to Maria Jose Rodriguez. To the 10th, needs 9 for the win. Here it is for Erin. It's 8, not quite yet.
Just a little fast and inside. Every shot, if she's got it right, it's come back every single time. 19-20, 12, 4-5, a little bit behind it. Unexpected 8-10. Look at the expression on her face. New match right now.
Wow. Big change. 8-10. 10-pin. 225 game. A chance for Natasha.
She needs all of them. All of them for a tie. All 3 strikes to tie and go into a roll-off.
We mentioned the roll she had with Verity Crowley. 2023. Last time on TV for Erin. She can't watch.
No.
On the bench. Natasha needs them all. Looks for the first. Roselawn doesn't get it. That's it. The top seed, Erin McCarthy, is a winner at the 2026 USBC Queen. She's done it for the first time in her career. Her second career major comes here in Vegas tonight. Quite a finish for Erin from Omaha, Nebraska. A major champion once again on the PWBA Tour. .225.204 is the final. Erin McCarthy is the winner. Defending champ and her best friend Josie Barnes, along with Stephanie Dyson, ready to present the tiara, the trophy, the big paycheck as well, along with Sid.
There's never been a more fun place to stand than between two best friends that both now have tiaras. Josie, please do the honor.
Absolutely, Sid. Really proud of you, Muffin.
Thank you. Am I getting it on?
Oh, no, it's not going to stay. It won't
Your
stay.
head's too small. I know, my head's too small. It's not gonna stay.
You might just have to hold it. That's okay. It's okay. There are no rules here. It's literally yours. You can do whatever you'd like. Now presenting our trophy, Ms. Stephanie Dyson, USBC board member.
Erin, an unprecedented run. On behalf of USBC, its membership, the dedicated staff, and my colleagues on the board of directors, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both so much. Erin, you said that it wasn't a great omen to be the #1 seed. Are you still thinking the same thing right now?
I changed my mind. I retract my statement.
Amazing. Erin, you decided to win the US Open a few years ago, right after Josie, and now you've won the Queens right after Josie. What's next?
That's up to Josie. I don't know.
Josie, we're gonna need you to come back. Erin, you are a nurse full-time, and then you come out here and you bowl. Talk me through what it's like to balance those two lives.
It's chaotic. I never stop moving. I work at the beginning of the week, travel at the end of the week. I take time off, obviously, for the longer events, but I get bored if I stop going, so I'll keep doing it as long as I can.
You have had so much success this week. Is there anybody that you would like to make sure gets thanks?
Yeah, my parents are actually here. They've never seen me win in person before, or a match. Yeah, I've got another good friend, J.C. Kramer, who's from Omaha originally, that was on the show, and then I have to thank my roommate, Josie Barnes, and her family is back there as well.
What does it mean for both of you to now have a tiara sitting at home?
It's exciting. I don't know. I don't have the words for it quite yet.
Incredible. And Erin, you're somebody that is adamant to put yourself out there to support women's sports. Is there anything you would like to share right now?
Just that don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Don't listen to the haters behind the keyboards, and just keep being you.
Amazing, Erin. Congratulations. Your 2026 USBC Queen's Chair, Erin McCarthy.
Sid, thanks so much. Emotional moment for the family. And congratulations to Erin McCarthy, the 2026 USBC Queen's Champion. Be sure to view this on Tuesday, June 16th from Indy, 7 o'clock Eastern. We bring you the Stepladder finals of our next major, the U.S. Women's Open. Now for the Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick and Sid Blummet. It's Dave Ryan saying so long from Vegas. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. 1-8 for Erin McCarthy. A win here in Vegas for a second career major. We'll see you next month in Indianapolis for the U.S. Women's Open.